Alright, what's up guys? This is some WWE All-Stars gameplay footage that I just recorded. I just got done playing the game for a little bit, and it's kind of interesting what I have to think about this game. This game, as you can tell, is made by THQ San Diego, which was Midway San Diego, which is the same people who made and developed TNA Impact, the video game, which by large part everybody viewed as a huge negative, especially for this game. And that was one of the reservations that I have about this game, is that it'll just be TNA Impact with a new fresh coat of paint, which I've got to be honest, playing it the first time, it's kind of the impression that I got, was that it was just TNA Impact with a new fresh coat of paint. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully there's a little bit deeper gameplay into it than what I found. But, you know, first impression, it plays a lot like TNA Impact, I'm afraid to say. Now, for the positives for it, it looks great. As you can tell, the entrances look awesome. I love the action figure kind of motif that they gave this game, and the game very much plays like, you know, you're a kid playing with his action figures, which drawbacks, you know, for me, that was what I did a lot whenever I was younger. So obviously it's a very cool looking game. But I'm about to bring up a point that I did not like about this game, and it may just be the demo. You know, demos are often very different than the actual game, but coming up after Ray's entrance, this has got to be one of the longest loading screens I've had to sit through in a while. I mean, you get the controls, and then you get another screen, and then you go right back into the controls. And on the Xbox 360, we're kind of getting ADD about our loading screens, and we don't want our loading screens to be this long anymore. So that was kind of a negative. I'm not quite sure if it's just, it may just be the demo, I don't know yet, but we'll have to see whenever we actually get the game. But we will be getting this game, unfortunately, kind of for the Wii, because that's what Mark has up in Muncie. So whenever Mark comes back, I anticipate us having some gameplay footage of this game and just random matches and whatnot. But the game is actually very fun. As much as I've been trashing it, saying it's basically TNA Impact, well, I don't really know yet. I'm going to have to sit down and have some more time with it. But it has very much a high value of pick up and play. It's very fun to pick up and play at the very first time you play it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it technically. I mean, it's very shallow, which is kind of what it's intended to be. It's intended to be more of a fighting game, not really a simulation. More like the SmackDown vs. Raw series. This is more of an arcadey fighting game, I guess you could say. I'm not quite sure if you can do a back grapple like you couldn't in Impact. I haven't played enough, but hopefully they put back grapples into the game, because that was one of me and Mark's biggest complaints with Impact, is you can only do a front grapple, and that's limiting your moveset. And it does have a limited moveset. I think you have about 3 or 4 each button strike, and also 4 different grapples, 4 weak and 4 strong. I could be wrong again, but I just wanted to kind of get my first impression out as quickly as possible, so that's why I haven't really gotten much time to play the game. And plus, this match I was Warrior instead of Mysterio, so of course they're different styles in the game of wrestlers. You know, there's the powerhouses and the high flyers. Maybe I would just have more fun playing as Mysterio than I would as Warrior. But of course I had to pick the Ultimate Warrior because of emotional ties to the past. So, because I fully embrace the past being better than the current WWE product, but that's a whole completely different story. And here you see me, I'm kind of just doing the same moves because I'm still trying to figure out the system a little bit. This is only probably the second or third match I had, And unfortunately, here's the worst part of all this. There's my biggest negative so far. The reversal system is the exact same as TNA Impact. It is all R bumper, hitting it at the exact right time. Sadly, the dun-dun was taken out. Actually, that's a huge positive because that was so annoying. But the reversal system is the exact same as Impact, and if you do the same move like twice, instantly the computer recognizes it and starts reversing it every single time you do it, just like in Impact. So unfortunately, for me anyways, that's a huge negative because I hated that system in Impact. Have you gotten the impression that I hated TNA Impact? I played that game to death just to, beat it and say I played it, but it probably took me like a whole day to beat the actual game just because I just wanted to do it in a day. But this is very much a little bit more polished. You could tell that they've put a little bit of work into it, and we'll just kind of sit back and enjoy the match a little bit now. Because that's the main points I wanted to get across, is that it's definitely going to be a game that's going to be more of a party game, more of a, hey, get your friends together, let's play WWE All-Stars. I don't think it's going to be a very rich single-player experience, which it's not intended to be by any means. If I were to say, I think it's actually kind of a combination of about 3 different wrestling games. It's going to be a combination of Impact. It's got a little bit of combination of the Legends of WrestleMania, and even a little bit of Def Jam Vendetta with the over-the-top moves, I would say. Or even just the Def Jam series in general. There's the nice spin that the Warrior gives when you send poor Ray flying through the air. Went for a pin there. The kick-out system, again, copied over from TNA Impact. I kind of wish that they'd change that a little bit, because that gets that wears out your palms and your hands, gives you the old Mario Kart syndrome, or not Mario Kart, Mario Party syndrome. Went for a quick cover just to see if I could catch them off guard. Like a lot of times in Impact, you could just hit your finisher and it wouldn't pin them, but you'd do another move and it'd catch them off guard and you could pin them. But hopefully they fix that. I love this as well. Ray goes flying and knocks me out, and then it gives you a nice warning that your health's low, so any next big maneuver is going to knock you out. I think that was more of a help for the demo. I don't think that'll be in the actual game. And Ray does his taunt. He's getting ready to finish me off. He sends me into the ropes. Nice 619. Cool animation. Very cool. And it's a West Coast pop and for the KO. So that is WWE All-Stars. Ray gives us a teabag. Complete. That's a jerk maneuver right there. But game seems very cool. It's very easy to pick up and play. I have my reservations about it because I think it's not going to be much of a single-player experience. But I will check it out, and I will see how it goes, because Mark will be getting it sometime soon once it comes out. So hopefully once he comes back, we will have some gameplay stuff. Probably we'll play some matches and get it recorded and get it uploaded on here. But overall, seems like a decent game. I have my reservations about it. We'll kind of see how it goes. I'm going to keep reading up on it. I haven't really done much background info for this game yet, so hopefully when it comes out, it'll be a nice polished game and it'll be a fun experience to be had by all. So this is Matt signing out. We'll see you later.